Hi, everyone. Welcome to our first session of 3 Important Things to Know for Small Businesses. My name is Gisela. I am a librarian with the Salinas Public Library. I'm here today with Cindy Marzone, Director of the Cal Coastal Small Business Development Center. Cindy, thank you so much for joining us. I know how busy you've been offering advice to small businesses during this COVID-19 crisis, and we really appreciate you taking the time to join us today.
Thank you, Gisela. I'm delighted to join you and welcome everyone. As you probably know, businesses have sort of been struggling in the last couple of months, and we've been busy helping them. And the challenge has really been focusing on an emergency response. A lot of businesses were struggling with cash flow and needed help in accessing funding. Now some of them are starting to get loans. Now sort of the next point is trying to decide, do we reopen our business? If we reopen our business, what do we need to do to get ready for that?
Well, Cindy, with California reopening, in your expert opinion, what are 3 important things small businesses should know in our area?
Gisela, I am so glad that you asked that question. The governor is, in fact, starting to release businesses in his 4-step approach in going forward. I have a PowerPoint slide that has the 3 important things I want to talk about today. The first thing that you could do, and the most important thing that you can do right now before you open your business, is understand the federal, state, and local requirements that you will have to your customers and to your employees to open your business safely. You want to start with the county's shelter-in-place order that is very clear about who's allowed to be open and what you need to do in order to be open. And you can find that by just searching Monterey County shelter-in-place order, and it'll come right up on Monterey County's website. The second thing you need to understand and stay informed about is California's 4-phased plan for reopening the state. We'll give you some links on that on the next slide. And then finally, you want to follow the CDC's guidelines. They have very specific information about what you can do to keep people safe, both your employees and your customers. They have posters that you can put up. So that's a really great resource as well. The second step is to develop a reopening plan for your business. Lay out, here we are today, we're closed, our employees are laid off. So what do I need to do to safely reopen my business, to make it safe for my workers and also make it safe for my customers? What are all the steps I need to take? You want to base those steps, again, on federal, state, and local guidelines, what you're required to do. You want to predict that you're going to do a gradual restart. You're not going to be able to open your door and have your business run exactly like it did 3 months ago because too much has changed. And you also want to anticipate new customer norms. Things that customers were willing to do 3 months ago, they may not be willing to do now. And it's also possible that their expectations are different in terms of how is it going to be safe for me to come into your store? How can you make me feel comfortable with that option? And what do I need to do in terms of understanding what my customers' needs are? It's possible that those needs have changed since the middle of March when we closed. Maybe there are certain products that they bought in the past that they might not be interested in buying in the future. Part of your plan may even be contacting some of your good longtime customers and talking to them about what do you need from me as a business? How can I help you? How can I support what your needs are? And then the third important thing is to develop policies for social distancing, for cleaning, for common areas, and for contact tracing. Because people that come in, whether they're your employees or they're your customers, want to know that you care about them, that you're going to keep them safe, and that it's okay for them to come into your place of business. And then you want to train your employees on how to implement those policies, and you want to monitor those employees to make sure that the policies are being implemented as you've directed. You are going to be required by law to put certain posters at the opening to your business or at the hand washing station and establish your distancing markings, that you've got the spacing laid out on the floor, that you've thought about the common area, and you don't have more than a certain number of people. I've broken out to provide you a list of resources that are available for each of those 3 areas that we spoke about. So the first column is if you want to learn about what your obligations are to employees, there's an on-demand webinar that was done both in English and in Spanish called Navigating Employee Return to Work COVID-19 Implications. So you can see on the screen a link to the on-demand webinar. Please take advantage of that to learn more. Secondly, to learn more about your requirements for reopening your business, we also have another webinar that we're doing again in partnership with the Monterey County Business Council on Friday, May the 15th from 10 to 11. The registration link is there. and there will be opportunities to hear speakers from industries in the policies they've put together for small businesses in general. And then finally, visiting California's statewide industry guidance to reduce your risk. They have a page that has amazing information available for you, including industry-specific checklists and guides that you can do. So there's one specifically for construction and one specifically for agriculture, and so on and so forth. You find your industry, look at what the guide is, print out the checklist. That's very helpful in developing your plan for reopening. And then finally, if you are overwhelmed with all of this and you need someone to help you, the Small Business Development Center is here. We offer no cost service to you because we receive federal, state, and local funding to support our local businesses in Monterey and San Benito counties. So there are two things that you can do to access our services. One is you can go to our website. There's a whole array of resources that you can do there. While you're on that page, just request assistance. When you register, you will get an email that says choose a calendar date and time for your appointment, and we'll get you set up to meet with a consultant one-on-one to help you with whatever challenge you want us to help you with. It doesn't have to be COVID-19 related. Whatever you need, we can work with you to help you move your business forward. We're available to provide services virtually, and we hope that you'll join us for our webinars every Friday at 10 a.m.
Thank you so much, Cindy. It was a pleasure speaking to you. If any of you are interested in learning more about this topic, I've included the registration link to Friday's webinar in our description, as well as the link to the recordings of the webinars CalCoastal Small Business Development Center has posted in the last few weeks. You'll also find a link to sign up for a free library e-card for those who don't have a library card already. With the card, you'll be able to access our e-resources like Hoopla or Overdrive, where you can borrow ebooks such as Coronavirus in Business, the insights you need from Harvard Business Review. The book is a collection of articles to help businesses through this crisis. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and feel free to follow CalCoastal Small Business Development or Salinas Public Library on Facebook.